Hello, friends. Michelle here. Hope you're doing so well. Hello on another Wednesday. Michelle Mink here for Wednesday Whispers. I always love gathering with you every week in order to connect with you, my community, and also to bring in through some messages. There's usually some inspiration and something to kind of come through for all of us in these evenings. So please say hello when you get here. I always love gathering with you guys. I feel like my camera's doing something really weird tonight. I can't quite get it to stick. Yes, please say hello when you get here. Happy fall. Hey, Corey. Corey, I saw that you just signed up for my masterclass. Hey, Cheryl. Hello, Kaylee, Christy. Hello, Lydia. Hello, Emily, Kendall. El Chant, Brittany Hopfner. Hello, Grateful Village. Great seeing you guys on here. So excited. As I just mentioned to Corey, I have a masterclass coming up that's free. That's going to be on October 26th, a guided journey to the other side. I want you to be able to connect to your loved ones on the other side. I'm going to take you through a meditation and talk to you about some ways that your loved ones are sending you signs. So if you are interested in that, come to my website under the booking link, and it'll have all the details and how you sign up for that free masterclass. I've also got some other offerings this season. I've got Thanksgiving messages kind of coming up here on Monday night, $44 if you feel like you want to have more intimate time with me. And then I've got events and retreats. I'm going to be in Abbotsford this week. Is anybody going to be in Abbotsford? Is anybody from Vancouver coming to see me in Abbotsford? Hello, BC friends. Lisa, your first time making Wednesday Whispers. Awesome. Angela Norman, hello, sister. I need a card today. Okay, I know we're in some crazy energy. I always want to, thanks, Kendall, here on Instagram. Look forward to tuning in every week. Awesome. I always want to do my intuitive mug here tonight. I want you to guess what I'm drinking tonight. I want you to use your own psychic abilities. I'd love for you to read the energy, and I want you to tell me, what am I drinking tonight? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it sour? Is it sweet? Is it fruity, earthy? What am I drinking tonight? Give me a guess. What am I drinking tonight? Colleen, you're in Abbotsford? Awesome. I've got a giveaway going on right now on my Facebook page and Instagram. So if you want to win a couple free tickets, then please comment on that. Hello, friends. Let's get started. I always want to do a little bit of card readings to start off. And I just feel like that it always brings in through some beautiful messages for all of us. I want to use the rose deck again that I used last week. Love that. Also, so excited before I get started to tell you that next week I have a special guest coming. One of my closest friends from Australia, Emily Shadat, psychic medium, is going to join me next Wednesday Whispers, and we're going to read cards together, and we're hoping to zip through them. So next week I've got a special guest. Isn't that so exciting? I had to kind of spice up Wednesday Whispers for me. I had to change it up. Lydia says, you think I'm drinking something fruity, but you're drinking wine. Hot tea and milk, Earl Grey tea, lemonade, says Daphne Canales. Hey, Daphne, how are you doing? Yes, we are in crazy energy. This full moon was we're in a bunch of whole super moons and all these kind of things are happening, but we don't want to use that as an excuse. I think that just there's a lot of us that are awakening and kind of just seeing through all the stuff. Angela Norman says, I'm drinking bubbly. Randy, you think I'm drinking peppermint tea. Love you. Olivia, you're feeling fruity. Awesome. And Brooklyn says, I'm drinking chai. Love it. Well, I'll tell you at the end of the night, but if you like a card here today, I always just feel this is a beautiful way for me to connect with those that I've done readings with. I always feel like it's so sad that I just have 45 minutes with you or an hour and then I never see some of you again. So Wednesday Whispers is my way of kind of just keeping our community going. And just bringing through some teachings and some inspiration. So if you'd like a card here tonight, Angela Norman, I know that you were just right in there saying that I need a card. Then tell me, tell me so in the comments. So Angela Norman says, hey, sister, I need a card today. I love that. Are you supporting Alberta teachers there with your Apple Teachers are on strike here in Alberta. Very interesting. Having my son home all day. I do feel like it's going to be a while. Psychically tuning into that. So let's just see here. So Angela Norman, a card here just for Angela here tonight. So even if I don't say your name tonight, whatever you kind of hear and resonates with you, then there's something also in truth in that for you. The Secret Union card comes up for you, Angela, and this is, I need you to be beloved within, it says, and inner and outer relationships. And it even feels like more with yourself. I wish, like, my light never really shows these images beautiful. These cards are so gorgeous. But Angela, what's coming up for me is like more about like the inner work, I'm even just kind of feeling like more about your inner child and all these kind of things being processed. They're just taking you back to a time here when you're 12 years old. So I don't know if like you've been working with stuff like that, kind of working with inner child work. And then whatever happened to you when you were 12 years old, they show me two markers, 8 years old and 12 years old. They're like, we kind of need you to go back and kind of give that girl some love, give her some understanding and some perspective. And it just feels like very prominent in your life right now. Usually, things that trigger us in our everyday life are usually these kind of old wounds and memories, from our past of how we react to things and how we handle things. So a lot about like the relationship with yourself, and that just kind of feels like inner child healing, Angela. And I know that's not a really fun answer, but I hope that makes sense for you. I encourage you to do like a guided meditation or maybe some journaling about, loving that part of yourself, whoever she was. I know that there's like an AI app right now that's like, you can look like you taking a picture with your inner child. I feel like I just saw somebody do that on Instagram. So maybe looking into things like that. It just feels like there's healing that's kind of bubbling up to the surface from old times. Who else would like a card here? I see Randy, Tori, Knowles. Randy. So a card here for Randy. Randy, Tori, Knowles. I just really am feeling pigtails this week. I don't know why. Speaking of inner child, it's like I never wore pigtails, but I just feel like them this week. Randy, a card here for you, Randy. You have a right to your joy and peace and the sweetness of life. And that for me, the thing that comes up about that, Randy, is like, listening to other people's opinions about things, whether it's like you want to try something and somebody says, no, I don't want you to do that. Or you're doing that. That's really kind of strange, or that's dumb. Why would you say that or want to do that? Really kind of, even if it's not anybody presently in your life, there's this kind of, energy that's kind of coming in that's like causing some self-doubt. So they're just saying like, we want you to claim it. We want you to just be like, this brings me happiness and I'm doing it anyway. And a little bit of like, I don't care what you think of me. So Randy, if you're like trying some new things, if you're even like talking spiritually with people and you're kind of worried to say things, they're like, speak it. We want you to speak about what brings you joy. So it feels like you're kind of in a chapter here of finding your voice, Randy. I hope that makes sense for you. Hey Shayna, hey Jennifer, hey Sandy, Angela, bang on. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. And I know you're writing a book, aren't you, Angela? And I just feel like maybe there's something also about your book with inner child healing. Hey Amanda, hey Just a Small Town Girl. My girl Taryn is watching on Facebook. Would love if you could give her a card. Hey Lydia. Let's just see who here is on Instagram. Claire Darlington. Claire, are you still watching? Claire Darlington. I see Claire Darlington here on Instagram. Oh, Claire, I just feel so much anxiety with you. I just kind of feel this underlying anxiety here, Claire. I'm like, do you bite your nails or do you chew on clothes or chew on your hair? I feel this kind of energy with you. Your guides are saying everything that we're trying to do to help you is right in front of you and you're just not noticing. Sometimes when we're like, I'm so alone and I don't feel anybody with me, I can't feel the presence of anything. This is really, your guides are like, well, actually, we've been sending you some feathers. We actually sent you this bird. We actually put that friend in your life to call you at that time. We actually gave you that Instagram ad because it was going to really help your gut health. So they're like, we're sending you all the signs, but sometimes you're just not noticing them as signs. So if you've been feeling kind of like stuck and and stagnant is the feeling that I feel here with you. They're like, we just need you to kind of like shift your focus. We need you to be like, even every day, if you could have an affirmation, like, I believe that like the spirit world is communicating with me. I believe that my guides are giving me signs. I believe that there's messages here to like get me out of my funk. So I hope that makes sense for you. Please let me know how it resonates with you. Thanks, Jordan. Oh, I love being in Wednesday Whispers. I love just like the random people that, you know, pop on every week. Love that, Angela, that still resonates with you. Let's just see who else is here. Shayna, you're a teacher. Okay, yes. Can you guys all just send like love and light to all the teachers in Alberta? And actually, I was talking to one of my close friends in Ontario, and she, it seems like it's a shit show there too with the teachers and the schools and everything. So, you know, like just a big heart and a shout out to all the teachers who do such amazing work. So here, a card here for you, Shayna Fraser. Send some hearts to Shayna. You guys are without income, and I'm worried like it's going to be for a couple months, honestly, Shayna. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of stubbornness around the negotiations of everything. So Shayna. But you know what, Shayna, like the only thing is like I kind of feel like this is a healing time. I don't feel like it's a stressful time for you. Like for some reason I am feeling optimism here. And they actually are telling me that you needed rest. So I know that even if you're not working right now, that they're almost like this. What if it was a gift? What if we're taking this out of your life right now because we need you to kind of recuperate and to rest. And the card that comes up for you is like, we need you to just be really gentle with yourself right now. You know, so whether it's being hard on yourself or expectations, or that you should be doing something to fill the time or whatever it is, or you should be doing more. They're just saying like, what if you don't? What if you just are being gentle with yourself? And there's this beautiful card here. Is this woman just kind of like loving herself. There's kind of a theme here, self-love here tonight. And also like about forgiveness, you know, so not kind of holding on to anything that you're feeling resentful about, you know, like, is there anything that's kind of like you're feeling worked up about? They're like, it's not worth your energy. So I hope that makes sense for you, Shayna. But they're kind of making me feel like this time is a gift for you. So they just want you to change your mindset and how that works. But really beautiful there. Let's see who else is here on Instagram. All these people, Carrie Knapp, sending some love for the teachers. Just a small town girl says, thanks for sending me down a rabbit hole last week. Yep. Weird stuff can come up in these Wednesday Whispers. Hello, Bijou, Moto Chick. Let's just see who else is here. Meg DP10, are you still here? Meg DP10. Meg DP10, are you still here? Let's make sure. I kind of feel drawn to give you a card. Meg DP10. I know people just pop in and off of these calls all the time. Let's just see if there's anybody else. So yeah, please, even if you said it, I just will kind of keep telling me so I see your name. Oh, here, Kendall, you said I love a card. Yeah, I just want to see it. See you guys. I know that these lives are always like, man, it's going to take too long for her to get to me. So Kendall, a card here for Kendall, and Albert. Oh, Meg, you're there? Okay, Kendall. So just for Kendall first. Kendall. They're like, there's a whole bigger plan here. Kendall, whatever you're going through, and it just kind of feels like, what is happening? What is going on? And how am I going to get through this? And what am I doing? They're like, we need you to trust the higher intelligence of everything that's happening within you. We need you to trust the divine plan, and we just need you to trust that you're exactly where you are. Are you seeing 1111, Kendall? Because I feel like you're seeing 1111. And they're saying just like, trust that destiny also has its part. And, you know, I always struggle with destiny because I'm like, I feel like we all have free will. Like even as a psychic, I'm like, if I tell you you're going to move, you can say, well, I don't want to. We have control over our lives, you know, but there is this piece of destiny that the spirit world has shown me that everything's already set up for you. Everything that you desire, everything that you feel called to bring into your life is already there. So they're like, would you just trust this inner wisdom of yours and the greater intelligence that is guiding you? So I hope that makes sense for you, Kendall. And Meg DP10, you're there? You see 1111 every day, Kendall? Yeah, your guides are like, don't worry so much. You're right on track. I almost see like 1111 is like railroad tracks. Like you're right on track to stop worrying. You know, you're supported. We're with you. Yeah. So Meg DP10 here. Interesting. You also got the Be Gentle with Yourself card. So are you being hard on yourself lately? Meg DP10. They're just making me feel like you're being really hard on yourself. And they show me self-forgiveness. Yeah, you're kind of judging yourself like, I should have done this. I should have done this. But I just want to pull another supporting card because we've already had that card here tonight. Really interesting. That card keeps coming up, you guys. There's a theme. There's a theme tonight. Self-love, boring. I don't want to do that. Oh, okay, it's also like complimentary of that. They want you to be compassionate with yourself, and even like devoting time for yourself. Oh, you are really hard on yourself, Meg. I mean, women are, but they're like, we need you to give yourself grace. So they're reiterating it millions of times here, being gentle with yourself, devotion to yourself. And actually, I don't know if you love baths, but I'm just seeing that, water is really healing for you. So they're just showing me like, we need you in like showers, like cleansing yourself, even like putting beautiful things in your bath, like even like dried flowers, Epsom salts, maybe some essential oils, and just like, am I taking time to like check in with my soul every day? I think sometimes when we think like, oh, I got to figure out how to meditate, or I've got to like connect to the spirit world somehow, we think it should be this big complex thing, and that we're supposed to like light a candle and do all these special things. And the spirit world's like, no, just give us like 5 minutes, and so I just feel like they're asking that of you, Meg, that they're just saying like, can you just check in with us? Can you check in with us just for 5 minutes? And it looks like the water is so healing for you. So I hope that you've got like a beautiful bathtub, a hot tub, something like that, because I just kind of feel that water's really healing. And if not, then just use a shower, and just allow, energy to be cleared from you. Yeah. Let's just see who else is on Facebook here. Hello, Denise Martins. I'm just going to see here what card's coming up for you. Oh, I just felt called to do this deck with you. I don't know why my camera like moves around. Denise Martins. Card here for Denise. I just feel so much travel with you. Yeah. They're making me feel like things are rolling here. Things are getting going. Like, are you thinking of traveling, Denise? Because I just kind of feel like they're making me, I feel like a lot of energy kind of coming up right now. And we are, you guys, we're really feeling called to change. Like whatever you haven't changed the last 2 years, they're like, you better do it now because we're sick of hearing your pity party. So like, let's get going. So the card that comes up for you is taking action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. I love this card for you, Denise. So if you've been thinking like, I wonder if I should start that. I wonder if like, okay, maybe, Monday I'll start that. Or I've always been thinking about that course. Maybe I'll start it next month. They're like, let's go. We're sick of you talking about it. We want you to actually do it. And, like what I've learned a lot about manifestation as well is that it doesn't work to just envision it or hope for it or call it in. We always have to have action that kind of really launches it. So whatever your heart's desire is here, Denise, they're saying like, well, we need you to act on it. Like let's stop thinking about it. Let's do it. So I hope that makes sense for you. Beautiful, Meg. I love that resonates with you. You love an Epsom salt bath? Yeah, I keep seeing like dried flowers in it. Like, do you ever put like rose petals or what is that flower called? They keep showing me. It starts with a C. What is it? They're yellow. Maybe it's a chamomile. Chamomile is a yellow dried flowers. So I just feel like they're showing me that to add to your bath. You're looking at a new job. Yeah, okay, amazing, Denise. I feel that. They're like, let's go. Let's get out of the old. I'm ready to do it. Oh, Juliana, it is chamomile? Yeah, thank you. I'm like, I know I'm seeing like a C. Chamomile, dried flowers in a bath. I've never seen that. It looks amazing. I feel like we all need to go do that. Oh, calendula too. Yeah, I thought I saw that because I actually have calendula, but I couldn't remember that name. Carrie Knapp. Calendula. Very cool. Let's just see here who else wanted a card. J. Harper, author, switched over from Facebook. I'd be grateful for a card. Hey, J. Harper. J.L. Harper. J.L. Harper. Ooh. Oh, I feel a big cloud over you, hun. I feel like a really heavy, dense energy. When I see a cloud, sometimes that could mean like just like even like some depressive energy. And I'm not a doctor or anything, but I don't know if like you have been like using some medicine, some like pharmaceuticals or something like to assist you in this time, because I kind of feel like they're just saying that they want to support you with like that. But a lot of things are dying off here for you, Jail Harper. And that's what it is. It's almost like you're really can't sit in the old anymore, and the card that comes up for you is actually very inspiring. Embarking on an adventure, I savor the wonders of the world. And for me, this is almost just like a new start. It's almost just like, what if? I'd love for you to think like, what if I could change this? What if there's a better life for me? What if I leave this partner? What if I move out of this house? Like, I feel like there's big decisions here for you. And it's kind of similar to that last card. Like, we need you to actually take action in doing it. So they are just making me feel too like medication, whether it's like going to be herbs or whatever it is, that there is a chemical imbalance here that they want you to just like really support yourself with. I feel like maybe sometimes you're just like, no, I'm strong enough. I'm strong. I don't need that. But they're just making me feel like they want to support you through that. And that they're like, this is so difficult right now because we're getting rid of the old. We're getting rid of the old version of you and we're making the new version of you. And it is not enjoyable. Oh, Emily Shadat Medium is here on Instagram. So you guys, next week, she's joining me all the way from Australia. It's 1:00 p.m. the next day for her. And she is so talented. She like draws spirit. She also like does readings on TikTok. So please go follow her. And I can't wait for you guys to meet her next week. So please let me know if that makes sense for you. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense for you. Let's just see who else would like a card here. Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you, Denise. You're grateful for reassurance. Yeah, I feel like that's what a good psychic or medium should do, is that we're just affirming things you already know, but you're probably second guessing them. Banaz Daver. Hello, Banaz. I've never heard that name before. Banaz. Your energy feels very spread thin to me. I feel like you're multitasking. I feel like your mind is in a million different places, Banaz. So they're just making me feel like, we need them to breathe and to center themselves because it's just too much. Yeah, and the card that comes up for you is accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty, which is really just like, okay, life has thrown this at me, it's thrown this at me, and I just have to accept it. I can't try and overanalyze it or go back. I should have. I wish I would have done this. All these kind of things are like, okay, this is how it is. This is what's going on, and how am I going to kind of take action? They're just also showing me baby steps, Banaz. So really, like whatever kind of like things you're thinking of doing, they're like, don't go all in. We're like, we need baby steps. So I hope that makes sense for you. And I also feel like you got to simplify everything. Your energy feels very scattered to me, so they're like asking to like really kind of draw it in. If you're doing 6 things, they're like, let's do 2. So I hope that makes sense, Banaz. Let's just see who else is here. I'm sorry, Becky, you're feeling lost. I feel like a lot of people are right now. Like we're in the middle of this like great awakening where it's just like we are seeing through everything. We see through the government, we see through the agenda, propaganda, we see through people, our past kind of habits and all these kind of things that don't resonate with us anymore. So it's really like, there's a lot of us that are like, who am I? What am I doing anyway? So Becky, you're not alone. And I'm sorry that you're feeling that too. Have you been seeing ravens? Because I just feel a whole bunch of ravens with you, and ravens for me are transformation, and so transformation is not easy. Yeah. Oh, and they're saying stepping into stillness here for you, Becky. It's interesting. I was just talking about that in the last reading too. My power is born in the majesty of silence. So, Becky, I just feel like they're just like, would you just stop? And your mind feels very busy for me. They are showing me that you need magnesium. Are you taking magnesium at night? Because they're just making me feel as though like you're not quite entering like a really deep sleep at night. It was also interesting. Like, she's almost like in a sleepy moon. So that makes sense. Stepping into stillness for me, even like just feels like some breath work, Becky. They're like, we need you to connect to yourself. So it feels like embodiment, like kind of even saying mantras like, I am here, I am safe, I am I am worthy, kind of really making me feel like I am, grounded, I am connected to spirit, I'm connected to myself, and really just kind of feeling your own spirit within your body and not worrying so much about the exterior and the external. So I hope that makes sense for you, Becky. You have been seeing ravens? Yeah, I know. Yeah, ravens are really powerful. They're like, they're kind of just always about, they're kind of a modern day phoenix, like they're almost like burnt to the ashes. They're all black and they kind of like learn to fly again. And I feel like that's kind of what you're going through, you don't sleep. I know. Yeah, because they're showing me like you do need some supplements. So have you been taking some magnesium? They're even like showing me, I always take the magnesium gummies at night, but they're showing me a foot spray for you. So I don't know if is there a magnesium foot spray? I feel you spraying your feet with magnesium, and they say that it's going to be like a game changer for you. Yeah, beautiful. So I hope that makes sense for you. Benaz, you said you are multitasking like crazy right now. Yeah, I feel that too. And it just feels like there's some extra things. You don't need to do all of it. Even if it's 6 things, it's like, let's do 3. Oh, Becky, that's so cool. You're looking at getting a phoenix tattoo. Yeah, that's you. That's totally what you're going through. And it's almost just like, it kind of feels like you're in the ashes phase. And I don't know if you guys watch Harry Potter. I don't know why they're giving me this metaphor. My son was obsessed with Harry Potter for like 2 years. But like when the phoenix is like, turns to ashes and then a little baby comes out, the little baby of Gandalf, I think. Oh, this is really weird, but it's almost like that's the stage that I feel you're at. I feel like you're like just like that, a little baby in the ashes that's kind of coming out. So they're just like, be patient, and everything's going to be working out for you. A lot of people feeling exhausted. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy energy. Beauty from Bee sell a wonderful magnesium spray. Okay, I want a magnesium spray for my feet. Sea Spirit is always teaching me. So Jail Harper author said here on Instagram, so hard to hear out loud, but you're 100% right. I'm really scared. It's really weird that all your cards seem to be resonating with me tonight, but your words to me made perfect, accurate sense. Awesome, Jail. And yeah, some of those things aren't easy to hear. Amanda says there is a foot spray. Oh my God, what? Okay, I have to Google that. There's foot sprays and creams. Oh my God, you guys should be doing this, I think. Okay. I'll do a couple more readings. I'll do like another one on I'll do another one on Facebook and another on Instagram. Hey, Leanne. So nice to see you. Hello. And I saw that you signed up for my masterclass. You guys, a free masterclass Sunday, October 26th. I'm going to take you on a guided meditation in how to meet your loved ones on the other side. And it is such a powerful experience. And I want to just teach you a little bit about how your loved ones are sending you signs. So just really wanted to offer this to all of you to be like, know that you don't need a medium to connect to your loved ones because you have that within you. So I'd love to see you guys if you want to join me for that. And I saw that you did. So I'm so excited. So let's just see who's on Instagram who'd love a reading. Maddie Ship. Hey, Angelic Pathway. I feel like, did I respond to your email, Sonia? Your message? Maddie Ship, I said. So Maddie. Ship. I feel like such sluggish energy with you. I kind of feel like I'm walking through tar. So I'm not sure if you feel that, Maddie. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything just feels like very slow, very hard right now. And they're saying because they're actually trying to slow you down, they want you to rest. The card that actually comes up for you is like so weird. It's like a bubble bath. We've already been talking about like bubble baths tonight and magnesium and all these things, but it's like I fully embrace bliss in my life. So it's almost like, and there was another card earlier that's kind of about this is like, what am I doing for myself that gives me joy? So it's almost like, even if things feel really hard, it's almost like I was supposed to do that and it didn't work out. I was supposed to go there and they canceled. The universe is really getting you to slow down. Maddie, they're really kind of saying like, we need you just to be really still. We need you to connect with yourself. We need you to do things that are bringing you joy, because I just feel like they're trying to bring a spark back. They're trying to bring some inspiration back, because I kind of feel as though things have kind of gotten in like a routine where it's like you wake up, you go to work, you do the dishes, you eat dinner, you go to sleep, and you do it again. And it's almost like, remember the magic that can happen in every day, whether it's like waking up and seeing the sunrise, or if it's like making a really special chai tea latte, or whatever it's going to be. They're like, we want you to savor the pleasures. There's so much in life that's kind of just flying by without that acknowledgement. So I hope that makes sense. And then the inspiration of what comes next comes through that. So I hope that makes sense for you. Who else was here? Sam, you just signed up for the masterclass. Awesome. I love it. Hoping the world brought me to you for a reason. Well, the world doesn't bring you to me, but your spirits do. You know, your loved ones. Anybody who ever books a reading with me, it's usually your loved ones that are like, okay, we can communicate through that girl. So give her that Facebook ad or make sure she shows up on that Instagram page. You know, your loved ones really kind of are the ones leading you. So Sam, I'm just going to do a card here for you. Oh, you feel so dry to me. You know, like, have you been really dehydrated? For some reason, I feel like your skin and the inside feels like a desert. Like your kidneys are like, we need water. You know, like I don't know if you've been thinking about electrolytes or they're showing me like Himalayan salts and things like that. You just feel so dry. So please confirm if that makes sense for you. And the card that comes for you is we need you to embrace the future. I step into the future with an open heart. So even if things are like, oh, I didn't think it was going to kind of turn out like this, or I had to kind of take this job for this reason, or that I have to stick out this relationship for a little bit longer than I thought because of finances or whatever it is. They're like, just know that like it's leading you, you know, and that we just need you to have an open heart about it. And we need you to know that trusting in that divine plan, you know, is one of the biggest things I feel for you. I do feel like they show me like April next year that there's going to be a lot of big decisions here. And one of my favorite quotes that I probably say every single Wednesday Whispers is, life begins at the end of my comfort zone. So I do feel like you have big decisions to make, Sam, here, and we may not make them to the spring, but they're just like, we just need to trust us. And there's this girl walking through a door that's like invisible, like I don't know where I'm going, but they're like, just trust us, have an open heart to everything that we're bringing you, because it's happening, you know. And I think that that's a lot for a lot of us, you know. It's a lot. We're in a very unknown time with all that's happening politically, globally, spiritually. So we just have to surrender sometimes, which is not fun. So each time you just ate something salty, okay, I need you to like drink a gallon of water to make up for whatever that salt was. Yeah, they're showing my electrolytes. So you do need electrolytes. So I hope that makes sense for you. Yeah, big decisions, but they'll come in the spring. Yeah, sometimes we know we have these big decisions to make, but it doesn't mean we have to make them now. You know, I really believe that our heart will kind of pull us in the right time. So let's transition into some mediumship here. I'd love to just kind of connect to some spirits, and I always love this part of the night because we get to connect to our loved ones. We get to even just honor them and remember them, which is like our society does not do, you know. And oh my gosh, I was just a wreck on Monday, my mom's 4-year transition day. And I love that transition day. One of my death doula friends, Julie Handrahan, taught me that phrase, a transition day. And it was like she died that day. I was just like, I could barely function. And even though it's 4 years ago, it's just like these waves of grief don't leave us. So yeah, why don't you just like honor your people? So I'd love for you to even like say them in the comments. I'd love to read out their names. And I really believe, Lydia, yeah, you can sign up for my masterclass on my website. Just like on like the book now, it should be live on that. And yeah, a time here for you just to remember them, to call them forward. I believe that when we say their names, they're like, yeah, what do you need? And they come like right to our side. So just really kind of like say their names in the comments. So my mom, Marilyn, is, well, I talk about her every Wednesday Whispers. And my beautiful son, Chase, my other miscarried baby, Ruby. Oh my gosh, I miss her a lot. Especially with all the masculine energy in my house. I wish she could have made it this side. Our old dog, Copper. My dad's dog, Ginger. Mariana, your dad. Lisa, Henry. John, Marion, Mary, Brian. Oh, you miss your mom, Bev, so much, Colleen. Joan. Catherine, your mom. 13 years on the Saturday for your mom feels like yesterday. Totally. Ginger. Amy and your dad, Claire. Your dad, Greg, passed in January, but it feels like last week, doesn't it? Tara, Grandpa Ken, Grandpa Jack, Felix, Gertrude, Carter, Ivan, Graham, Gracie, Spuds and Reef. Oh, sounds like some doggies. Your son, Cash, Stacy, your son, Martina, your son, Dylan, Tori, Poppy, Claude, Justin, your son, Cheryl. I loved our connection last year. Your dad, Stan, 4 years ago too. Yeah. Sky, Van, Auntie Monica, your Poppy, Rubble. Oh yeah, our fur babies. Your mother-in-law, Ashton, Grandma, Jean, Dave. I love this. This here, Brooklyn. I saw my mom's eyes in someone else today. It was so odd. No one has her eyes. My mama, Gail. Okay, so this is what's really weird is that like when you see somebody out and you're like at the grocery store or you're at the gas station or at the zoo or wherever you are, and you see somebody that looks exactly like your person, whether it's like their hair color or their eyes or an outfit that they used to wear, that's your loved one actually showing you that we're here. And that is like one of the most random ways that spirit shows us. So like if you thought of your mom during that time when you're like, those eyes are just like so much like, oh, my mom's, like, know that your mom was saying hello. She put that person in your path to like just show you that synchronicity, you know, and for you to feel her presence. And I just think that's so powerful. It's so weird. Whenever I'm in Safeway, I swear I see my mom in Safeway. It's like I'll see a woman with like a little blonde bob that looks exactly like my mom's. And I'm just like, hey, mom. My mom loves Safeway. So yes, those kind of things really exist. So saying hello to Thor and Henry and Ron, Nana Elma, and your best boy Duke. Aw, little doggies. My little Lulu, my little Havapoo had like the worst like constipation bum thing happening this week. It was just very intense. Oh, your kitty Squirt. What a cute name. Your dad Norm, nephew Luke, and mom Bonnie, Jane, Tracy, Grandpa Shem, Aunt Janet, your ex-boyfriend's mom Deb. Oh, I love that you hold on to that. Michelle, Lila, and Mama, your Nan. Beautiful. Dawn, you said, I saw a man yesterday wearing my dad's favorite sweater. Yep, that's your dad. That's your dad being like, hey. Yeah, they really can kind of craft things that way to go on our path, you know. So, yeah, you had to walk away, Brooke. Hey, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize this thing was on. Okay, I'm still figuring out all this technology, you guys. This thing's so annoying. Ah, there. So I'm just going to start tuning into the spirit world and just kind of see who wants to come through here. And I just described them, like with my psychic senses, which is like seeing, hearing, feeling. And then I do my best to translate that, but I won't be 100%. So even if there's like, 3 things out of the 6 that I say that you're like, I feel like that's my person. I want you to say what makes sense to you in the comments. And then I'll feel like how to connect, like who I'm connecting to. Bobina says, use Restream to merge your Facebook and Instagram comments while streaming. Bobina, I've tried. I can't get Instagram to over onto my Facebook. Are you like a technical person? Like, can you email me and tell me how to get that? Because I feel like you need a third-party app. I would love to join the Facebook and Instagram world. I don't know how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to start tuning in, you guys. And I just, take a couple breaths in your heart here. Just think of your loved ones and know that as soon as you think of them, that they're coming to your side. And you can just say, like, can you speak through Michelle for me? Or, can you make your presence known to me right now? Yeah, like somebody's lights just flickered. Yeah. Okay, so let's see who's here. So I just want to welcome the souls and guides here for Wednesday Whispers. Now I'm just asking for a spirit to step forward one at a time to show me where you are, what you've seen of their life, and how you're communicating with them. So thank you for bringing us together. Oh, there's so many. So just one at a time, please. Okay. There's an older woman here, and I feel like she had a lot of issues with like her posture, her back. Like she makes me feel as though like she was getting that osteoporosis thing where it was like so hard for her, and she can barely walk. She's like has a walker and things like that. She makes me feel that she has this cardigan and she's always cold. I feel like every time you go to visit her, because I do kind of feel like she was in like one of those, assisted living homes that she's just like, I'm just so cold. Like, can you get them to turn the heat up? Like, I'm just so cold all the time. I do feel like even though she's older, like she's quite classy. Like she wanted to wear like those nylons, like like the knee high nylons. She just shows me that like sometimes they'd slip down like because her calves got really skinny, and she's just like, oh, it's so embarrassing when my nylons slip down. It almost makes me feel like that you're almost fixing them for her and things like that. She makes me feel like she loves like candies, like she loves sucking on candies. It almost looks like those lifesaver mints, like the ones with that are circle with a hole in them. And then when I go into her room with her, she shows me like a vase of lilies. So I feel like lilies mean something for you guys, whether it was like lilies that were at her service or you brought her lilies. She loved lilies. I'm just seeing like a beautiful open bouquet here that she's showing. And then I feel like you have like a thin watch of hers. It feels like she's just showing me that there is a keepsake here and that you have a thin watch of hers. So please let me know what makes sense. So please don't just say, yep, that sounds like me, yes. But say what makes sense. So here we got Sonia. You said yes, she old osteoporosis, cardigan, had a walker, and then she was in a home. Do you remember her like the the knee highs? Sonia, do you remember like nylon knee highs? Also, there's a couple people here on Facebook who feel like this is their grandmother. Mariana Ivanisevic, sorry. It sounds like your grandmother. She loved lilies. Do you remember anything about like her posture? And do you have that thin watch of hers? Vicky, here you also say, this sounds like your grandmother Avis. She's always cold. And you feel like this is her. So Vicky, what else resonates with you out of that? Oh, Sonia, you feel like, is this your grandma, Sonia? Sonia here on Instagram. So you're just saying, I don't have her watch, but your mom might. Your mom's still here. And I kind of feel like, she loved your grandfather because she shows me that she's talking to him all the time. Like when her mind kind of slips into the other realm, she's just like, oh yeah, okay, well, I'll be there and I'll join you here. She just makes me feel like she had nylon socks for her legs. Not sure about the lilies. Okay, yeah, Sonia, this makes sense. Yeah, I kind of feel like it might be your person. Vicky, please also on Instagram here, tell me what else makes sense for you. The cold, osteoporosis, and knee highs. Gosh, like, do they even make those anymore? Those knee-high nylons? It kind of made me feel like she's kind of talking about bones. Like she's making me feel like she's talking about your bones, Sonia. Like, have you been like working out or thinking of strengthening your bones? Like she's showing me like iron. They're showing me, does magnesium strengthen bones? Because they're making me feel like they want your bones thicker, harder. So Sonia's saying, oh, wow, here on Instagram. Yeah, because I feel like she's just making me feel like I don't want you to like, I want your body to be strong. It's like you can do all the yoga and you can do all the naturopathic things, but I actually need you to build strength. So she's making me feel like even like I'm seeing you do weights, Sonia. Does that make sense? You've been thinking about working out? Yeah, and I feel like you need to eat a steak. Like she's making me feel like you need to eat like red meat. It almost makes me feel, and Sonia, I know we don't know each other really that well, and she's just making me feel like you're always like, well, it feels like vegan or vegetarian, and they're like, God, she needs like steak. So they're just wanting to really kind of, yeah, she's just wanting to bring in this like, my bones were so difficult for me. You've been called to do strength training? Yes, yeah. So I feel like it's like her guidance that's kind of going to direct you to the right like practitioner or videos or whatever it is. And she says she sends you butterflies all the time. So I hope that makes sense. Like if you see butterflies by flowers and things like that, I am just seeing a whole bunch of butterflies. And then I'm also just seeing like a dragonfly thing that sticks in plants. Like it looks like an ornament or something like that. That she loves. You're having steak tonight. Oh, I love it, Sonia. Okay, good. She's like showing me you eating steak. And that could just be her being like, I'm right in your house with you. So that is so beautiful. And I just see like sometimes piggybacking happens in group readings, so sometimes I'll feel that connection really strongly with one person, but even if there's little things that you're taking, Vicky, like I know that you're kind of resonating with some of this too here on Facebook and know that your grandma is probably trying to communicate to me too. So I just want to thank her, Sonia. What was her name, your grandma? Is this your mom's mom? Feels like your mom's mom. Yeah, she keeps showing me like a watch. Bobina, thanks. Are you like a tech person? Can you message me? Okay, so beautiful to meet her. I'm just going to move on to like the next spirit. So thank you, Sonia. I'm so glad that you're able to claim your grandma. So she's just like, let's get strong. It almost makes me feel too like that didn't exist in that generation. Do you know what I mean? It was almost just like, eating lightly, eating like a balanced meal, all these kind of things. But it's like, she's like, it's more than that. Like we need to have strength as we get older. I feel like she's lecturing me. Like all of us, like you guys, you need to like be lifting weights because aging like sucks. Like it's so hard. If you're weak, it's like you're gonna go downhill way faster. So I love the strength that she comes through with that. So nice to meet her. Oh, and she says she's so proud of you. And yeah, just butterflies all around you. So many butterflies. It almost made me feel like I'm seeing them like in glass, like little ornaments and things like that as well. So I don't know if you have something of hers in the garden. Yeah, let's just see who else is here. I just felt a male. I think I just felt my cousin, so I just asked him to go away. My cousin David is so strong. He came through like with every medium when I was in Bali this summer. So no David. It's another spirit here. Okay. Wow. A lot about health tonight. This gentleman here is kind of like piggybacking off of Sonia's grandmother, where he is like, I really wish I had taken better care of myself. He feels like he was larger. Like he shows me he had a big belly. And he had so much phlegm in his passing. I feel like he's like constantly like coughing, and there's like so much phlegm here with him. And even like mucus, like he just shows me he's constantly blowing his nose. I do feel like he had a hanky. Yeah, everybody's like, ooh, that hanky. I feel like it was in his pocket for like weeks at a time. So I kind of feel like he's here, and I feel like he's just been trying to inspire you because I feel like you've been trying to lose weight or something like that. And he's just like, stay to it. And it almost makes me feel like you've been trying like a new exercise regime for 3 months and you're not seeing that much like productivity or like any like type of what is it? You just don't feel like you're making any differences being had. But he's like, by 6 months, he's like, your whole body will change. So let me just see if I can find out more information about him. I do feel like the TV is always on with him. So I feel like there's like sports and things like that. He tells me his feet also bothered him in life. I almost feel like he might have been diabetic because he does make me feel as though like circulation in his feet is bad. He's also got like swelling in the ankles. He did have trouble walking there near the end. And I almost feel like, I know it sounds bad, but like he had trouble like maintaining hygiene. Like he looks kind of greasy to me, like his hair, like I feel like he wasn't showering and things like that because it was like just hard mobility wise. So Jennifer Stewart McFarland says, this sounds like your dad. Was the TV always on? It's like he keeps taking me to the TV. I do feel like this guy, I feel like the TV's always on. I feel like he's kind of, not the most active gentleman. You've been going to the gym for 3 months now, Jennifer? And you go to do yoga with your hip to help your hip. Oh, Sonia, I love this on Instagram. She said your grandma loves glass ornaments. Oh, that's why I keep seeing them. And you have a whole bunch of them. Aw, beautiful. And Dawn Shine, you're saying this also sounds like your dad who had bad feet. I think the biggest thing here is about like your journey that he's just trying to talk about. He just makes me feel as though like, don't get discouraged if you're not seeing a difference yet, because just know that, okay. Yeah, Jennifer, I just feel this is with you. So you said that your dad Only showered when mom helped. Yeah, because it just kind of makes me feel it's almost like it feels like a big effort to do it. So they're all just like, oh, let's just do it, on Friday, and that kind of thing. Jennifer, Jennifer, do you have a son? I just kind of feel like he's like a guide for a young male in your family. Whether this feels like your son. He only watched hockey, ball, and car racing. Yeah, I felt like sports. I feel like sports on the background, in the background, maybe because my boys are watching the hockey game. I can't believe hockey's back on TV, by the way. It's like I can't escape hockey. Yeah, your dad. So what else is he saying? Yeah, like he's like a guide for your son. He also says he's been sending you coins, Jennifer. Oh, you have a grandson? Yeah. Because I feel him like loving this young boy. And then he just shows me too, like he's been sending you and him coins. Is that even like a little boy there in your profile picture, Jennifer? Oh, yeah. I feel like a likeness with him. Your dad like takes great delight in him. So Jennifer, yeah, this feels like it is with you, Jennifer. So I don't know if you find coins in weird places, but your dad just says that it's him. And so your dad is also just really like inspiring like your mobility, your health, and also applauding you, because it's almost like, even I feel like all the changes that you've made, he's like, wow, like we didn't know how to do any of that. You find dimes all the time? Yeah. And yes, this is all making sense to you. What was your dad's name? And this cough of his, like, do you remember this like signature cough that he has, Jennifer? It's just like, like so much phlegm. I almost feel like it's interrupting me like every 20 seconds or something like that. And like he's one of those souls that he felt very relieved to leave his body when he passed. James. Yeah, James. He did have like a lot of phlegm, right? Yeah. And is it diabetes that he had as well, Jennifer? Like, was there a diagnosis of diabetes? Anyway, none of that really matters. He's on inhalers. Yeah, I feel like so much gunk and then stuff coming up and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I said when I left my body, I was like, oh, I felt free again. I felt like I was in my 20s again. Yeah, and a couple other people here are just like, that might be my dad too. So know that they're trying to communicate, to you through the same type of information. But I just want to thank James here. And I just think he wants to witness the change in you, Jennifer, and wants you to know that I am watching over this young boy. So this is your grandson, or his grandson, your grandson. He's just like, I'm a guide for him. And I'll always show you when I'm around because of the coins. And so don't get discouraged about your health, because all the changes you're making, you're going to feel them and see them in 6 months. And I'm like, is he telling me this too? Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's happy to pass lymphoma and his feet were so swollen. That's what I felt, like thick ankles and just like so difficult. So he said, I'm in a much better place. And he has a brother that's passed, because I feel him there with like a brother. He says, tell her I'm just fine. And he said he did come to you in a dream, Jennifer. So I don't know if you felt like you had a visitation from your dad, but he also says that he came to you in a visitation. He's like, no, that was me. So he's in a much better place. And just wants you to know like he's witnessing you. Oh my God. Yes, you've lost over 50 pounds and your hip is way better. Okay. He's like, yes. It's like that generation didn't know how to kind of like take better care of themselves and things like that. So he's just applauding you and witnessing that about you. Beautiful. And keep going, Jennifer. So it's almost like whatever your next goal is, it's like, there's more coming. So beautiful. Dana Dynamite Tattoos, you're feeling my pain on the hockey season? Yeah. It's like, how is it always on? And then my son plays it, and then my son plays video games, and then when we're not playing video games, he's playing it. Like in other little games, it's just so painful. And Don, you're also resonating with this on Instagram. I see he had a brother. So beautiful. So I just want to thank James and possibly this other dad here for you, Don. But beautiful here. And a lot about health, you guys, tonight, about like, maintaining our body health, working out, strength training. I feel like the spirits tonight are kind of, if you can resonate with that, say so, because I feel like that's kind of been a theme here tonight. You guys can do what we can never do. We didn't have the education on how to do that. It's not very fun though. It's not very fun to be lectured by spirits about our health and our diets and working out. So I just want to try and bring through another spirit here. Let's just see who else is here tonight. So somebody else, please. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been feeling her. She came through first. I'm kind of feeling a glamorous lady coming forward. She makes me feel as though that she might have been an artist or really appreciated art. I even feel like you may have one of her paintings. She has a very strong scent to her. I feel like there's a signature, like it feels like Chanel or like a very strong perfume with her. She also just shows me that she did like used to wear scarves and like real vibrant colors and things like that. Her nails were always done, and I kind of feel like she's always going like this to me. So this feels like a signature thing she used to do. It's almost like she's kind of patting down the back of her hair. Her hair just kind of feel like it's shorter, and she's just kind of like always playing with it while she talks. Feels like she has dark hair. I also feel like too, like she's showing me like a specific purse. So I wonder if you have a purse of hers, if she left you a purse. It looks like kind of like designer. It looks like hard, a bright color. And she's like, you forgot to bring color into your life. I just feel like she's somebody, she does look like she passed younger. I don't feel her as like an older woman. She feels like she was kind of young. She was younger. And so she kind of feels like an aunt or a friend. You know, she has this like very youthful energy about her. I also feel roses with her. It's almost like this painting that she's showing me might even be of roses. Big peonies or like big roses. It was like the painting that she's showing me. And I just feel like that she's here to, she says she leaves you feathers all the time. So she leaves feathers all the time for you. And yeah, she just makes me feel like you're in this gray zone, you know, this, you know, that you're just like, I just can't feel the joy. I can't feel the inspiration. And she's like, don't forget who you are. Like, don't forget this inner spark. She makes me feel as though like she's somebody that would like travel. She's very spontaneous. And she's here just to remind you of how to live. So does this sound like anybody here? Trish Boyer, you have your Aunt Louise. That's interesting. My grandma's name is Louise. And you have her painting and her purse. Do you remember her being like very bright and expressive and these kind of things, Trish? And just a small town girl here, your Auntie Janet on Instagram had an obsession with snacks, and I have a painting of hers. Oh, sorry, not snacks, scarves. She always had scarves. She had a jewelry store and traveled the world. Okay. Just a small town girl that I'm really feeling drawn to you. Did you say you have a painting of hers? Because I just feel like it's really important. Yeah, just a small town girl. I'm just feeling so, because I feel travel with her. I feel so much, like she just go on a whim. It's like, well, I'm going to go to Florida now or whatever. And I do feel the jewelry. I even feel like costume jewelry. So it feels kind of like chunky to me and very like fun and creative. And I can't remember the card that I pulled for you. I'm sorry, just a small town girl. Auntie Janet. Yeah, this feels like Janet. Yeah, like beautiful nails. I feel like she's almost like a performer. You have a huge one hanging on your wall. Beautiful. So this is her, and I just feel as though she's just saying, I can't remember, sorry, the card that I gave you, but if it, like you're just feeling like heaviness, gray, she just makes me, and I know that sounds really bad, but she makes me feel like your life looks gray right now. And she's just like, I need you to add the color back in. I need you to remember. It almost makes me feel like doing something crazy. It's almost like, she makes me feel it's almost if my kid was in school, that it'd be like, okay, I'm taking you to school today and we're going to go to Lake Louise, or we're going to do something. Yeah, huge jewelry, right? Yeah. Yeah, this totally feels like Janet. And so she's just like, she wants to be spontaneous. She's like, don't forget that like there's, see, it's like a theme tonight, that there's like magic in the day, you know, like that you can like wake up at 5 a.m. and go for a bike ride before, you know, the sun wakes up, or you can, you know, wake up at 3 a.m. and light a candle and journal. Like she's like, there's just so much I need you to remember how to do. So she always brought the light out, right? Actually, you know, I feel like she does flash your lights, you know, a candle. And she's showing me a candle flickering really fast for her. I also felt feathers with her. So do you ever find feathers? You're on the verge of something crazy, you don't know what. Yeah. And I just keep hearing like, I need you to be spontaneous. I need you to live life like I did. But it's almost like, I'm going to see if there's a cheap flight to this place this weekend. You just slept outside on your hammock in the full moon. Yeah, I feel like she's saying something about like waking up in the middle of the night. So I just feel like she's really here to push you. Is the biggest thing. Oh my God, your light in your basement was flashing. Yeah, that's her. She's like, come on, let's go. Let's get going here. So I love her energy, just a small town girl, Janet. She's really beautiful. Yeah, she's like, let's get going and be spontaneous. It kind of makes me feel like it's almost like, having dessert for breakfast, like really shaking things up. So I love her energy. It's like, it feels like she did pass quite young. Her spirit's so youthful. And she's like, thank you for keeping the painting. And you said you have the painting in your living room. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And I feel like there's some people here on Instagram or Facebook that are also resonating with this. Like Tara also says, it sounds like Joanna, your friend's mom, she's an artist. I have a square colorful purse and one of her paintings. Yeah, like Tara, like out of all the people that like watch Wednesday Whispers, so if there's like 60 people here or 50 people or whatever, like the fact that there's like that synchronicity and that there's no coincidence, like that your person's also trying to talk to you and probably has a similar message. So if that applies to your life too, Tara Leanne, then I want you to think about that as well. And El Chan is also having some piggybacking here on Instagram. So it's almost like I feel that sometimes some people receive like a letter and other people are receiving postcards, when I do group readings and Wednesday Whispers. So beautiful, to connect with you guys. What am I drinking tonight? Any last guesses? Tune in your energy. This is my wedding cup. Me and my husband all over it. Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it cold, hot, earthy, fruity? What is it? What am I drinking tonight? Well, I'm drinking 7-Up Zero that has like 0 sugar in it and it has grapefruit in it. So it's the weirdest pop ever. So, I mean, some of you kind of felt some fruity stuff. Grapefruit was in there. Lisa, your doorbell just rang and nobody's there on the camera. Weird things can happen. It's usually the spirit world. So you guys, next week, I'm so excited. You guys got to join me and Emily. She is just like amazing. You can go check her out on TikTok and get to know her vibe. And so we're going to try and do like, 1-minute card readings for next week. Sign up for my free masterclass. I'd love for you to come and learn how to connect to your loved one on the other side so that you don't need a medium. You have all this within you. And yeah, I'm going to be in Kelowna. I'm going to be I'm going to be in Abbotsford, not Kelowna, Abbotsford. So anybody from BC, I've got a giveaway happening right now. So go on my page. And I'm going to be in High River in November. So anybody that's like in Alberta, close like Southern Alberta, would love to connect with you. And I've got a wait list. I put out times every month if you want to connect one-on-one. And yeah, it's not like it's hard to get in touch with me. It's just like almost like first come, first serve. If you see it in your email and it resonates with you at that time, then you can book with me. So many blessings, my friends. I hope that these Wednesday Whispers are a beautiful way for us to kind of receive information and inspiration. And I also hope that it reminds you that you're not alone. We're never alone. Our loved ones are always with us, and we have a team of guides and ancestors that are directing our path. So no matter what you're going through, they are trying to show you the light. I promise you, no matter how dire it feels. So have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week for Wednesday Whispers. Bye, guys.